Good morning, students. Myself, Professor Priyanka Soni, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Saga Institute of Research and Technology, Bhopal. Today, we are going to study an important concept in C++ programming called control structure. So, today we are discuss these points in control structure. So what is control structure first, and secondary is types of control structure. Third is why we learn about control structure in C++ programming, and after that how to write a program in C++ using control structure. So basically, what is control structure? So control structure in C++ programming construct that determines the flow of execution of a program. In simple words, we can say what statement will execute, when it will execute, and when it and how many times it will execute. Without control structure, a program would simply execute statements one by one in a straight line. But real world problems require decision making and repetitions. And that is where control structure play an important role. They help us make decisions, repeat tasks, control logical flow, and build dynamic programs. So now types of control structure. Uh, Control structure, there are mainly three types of we used. First, sequence logic or sequential control structure. Second, selection logic or conditional control structure. And third is iteration logic or repetitive control structure. So now we are talking about sequential control structure. So what is sequential control structure? Sequential logic means instruction are execute one after another in order they are written. So there is no decision making, no repetition, just step by step executions. For example, suppose we are declaring variables, take input, perform calculations, and then display result. The computer follows the order exactly as written. Most simple programs following sequential logic. Even complex programs contain sequential logic inside them. So, sequential logic is the most basic and fundamental control structure. This is a flow chart of sequential control structure. And now we are coming in selection control structure, which is also called conditional control structure. So conditional control structure is basically program checks a conditions and selects one block of code to execute. In C++, selection logic is implemented using if else, else if ladder, switch statement. For example, if a number is greater than 0, then print positive. If equal to 0, then print 0, and otherwise print negative. So here only block will execute based on the condition. This makes programs intelligent and interactive. This is a flow chart of conditional control structure. And now we are coming in iteration logic, which is called repetitive control structure. So instead of writing the same statement again and again, we use loop. For loop, while loop, do while loop. A loop of consist initializations, conditions, body of loop, updations. The loop continues executing until the conditions becomes duplications. Okay. So this is a flow chart of repetitive control structure. So now why we learn about control structure in C++ programming? Uh, Control structure are the backbone of programming. Without them, programs would only run in straight lines. No decision making would be possible, and real world problems could not be solved. They help in problem solving, logical thinking, and algorithm development. Software design, control structure makes program dynamic and powerful. For example, this is a program to check the number is positive or not. So we are writing in C++. So start with has, include IO stream, where has is a preprocessor, and include to include input output stream using namespace std. This is a standard library which is included in our program. In main function, starting main function here, and after that declaring a variable that is a number. After that, cout means print a message, enter a number, and cout given the variable in number, and after that put the conditions. If number is greater than 0, then cout the number is positive, and this is a message which print after that putting a number, and and l, this is for jump the next line, and another condition is else if number is are equal to 0, means अगर हम नंबर को 0 के बराबर में कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं, अगर नंबर 0 है तो वो 0 प्रिंट करेगा. ठीक है. Then we quote the iStream library, and for input, we declare an integer variable called number. We take input from the user. Then we use selection control. If else, the program checks if number is greater than 0, then print positive. If number is equal to 0, then print 0. Otherwise, print negative. This is an example of conditional control structure. Thank you.